Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to your daily reading for Thursday, February 5th. Keep in mind that time is fluid, Leo, and this is your channel. We're going to start off this reading with a number, and your number for the day is 444. Wow, Leo, you have gotten angel numbers 2 days in a row, back to back. You received 5s yesterday, and now today you're receiving 4s. Trust your journey. Trust the way your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at this present moment with the affirmation of I am protected. If I'm not mistaken, yesterday's reading had a whole lot of 5s, and in the reading itself had a lot of 4s. So here comes the 4s coming your way. You could be born on the 4th, life path number 4, if you haven't already started seeing 4s. Pay attention to where you see them and the context clues around the angel number that is giving you the sign. So 444 with I am protected. 4s bring you a sense of support. A lot of the times when you're at the placement of 4, you can't see the manifestation yet, but you're not where you were before. You're like right in the middle. You're in like that sweet spot of creation and watching it happen. So there could be something that you're working on, that your passed on loved ones, your spirit team is coming in with extremely support towards you doing this. The angel that is with you is don't hate, meditate. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to love through meditation. All right, so there could be an energy around you that is slightly pessimistic and or very negative. You may feel the need to dislike this person or to find yourself thinking or judging. Try your best to release that. This angel is going to help you do so. If you feel like somebody has been pushing your buttons or just something caused you to feel irritated or annoyed, this angel is going to help you release that feeling of heaviness and irritability. You also have the angel of the inner voice. Thank you, angels, for guiding me through my inner voice. So your spirit team is really trying to talk to you. Random thoughts, random ideas where you feel like you thought of something out of nowhere. A lot of the times that is a download. So pay attention. Your inner voice is talking to you. You are receiving messages. You are receiving downloads. Some of you are going to meditate or figure out a way to receive downloads through whether it be some type of candle lighting or some type of meditation or some type of ritual. Doesn't have to be, but it looks like your 2 angels are coming in, and it's like these angels are like, all is okay, Leo. All is okay. Calm the energy, move forward, know you're here, know you are protected, and know we have your back. Some of you on a very, very spiritual level, sometimes your passed on loved ones will send you a message in their voice, where you will hear their voice in your head, or there could be something that you're going through around this time, and a passed on loved one of yours, maybe they had a saying. I'm getting like a saying. And there could just be a saying that you remember and you like hear it in their voice and it really helps you. I don't know. I randomly just got that. All right. So your next energy is, wow, eclipse in Cancer with acceptance, an emotional phase or domestic development. Cancer rules the 4th house. Your readings have been just aligned in a crazy way. So eclipse in Cancer could be a shift in your home life, a shift of where you place your roots, a shift in your own energy emotionally, where you are finally feeling different, right? You know, these 2 angels and now the eclipse in Cancer, I do feel like something emotionally triggered you, whether recently or in your past, or it doesn't necessarily have to be that it was a huge trigger. It could just be something that just pushed, the wrong button. Like, that button hasn't been pushed in a while. The button has been pushed. I'm feeling some type of way. Maybe this has to do with somebody in your home or about a home or whatever the case may be. But it does look like there could be some really big shifts and some really big changes that have to do with your location or where you lay down your roots. But the fact that you have 444 coming in, it looks like you're at the middle part of the journey. So you're getting the idea. You're thinking about it. Your energy is being more open to something than you were once before. So let's see what else you got going on here and what mermaid is with you for the day here. You have go with the flow. There it is. So this mermaid is just going to help you swim in the energy, swim with the currents opposed to against the currents. And I definitely feel like, you know, there is like a home on a beach here. The mermaid is going with the flow. Some of you are feeling the need to move towards or by water, or in a state or a country that has more bodies of water. Doesn't have to be, but I definitely do feel like there could be something about like being around a body of water. Maybe you already live by a body of water and you're going to relocate to a different body of water. It doesn't have to be that there's nothing around it, but I definitely do feel like there is some type of call to water or water type settings or like beach houses, or, you know, Cancer rules that home energy, that mother energy as well. So I do feel like for some of you, if there was any issues with a parent, specifically a mother or a grandmother or somebody that is looked up as a nurturing figure, there could be some change and finding some resolution with this individual. Let's see what your tarot theme card is. You have giving and receiving with the Six of Pentacles. So this card is all about generosity. If you see these four set of hands that are glowing different colors. In this deck, this symbolizes archangels helping you, assisting you. So you are receiving downloads directly from the divine, directly from the universe. They feel heightened. They feel like they are meant for you. You feel like you're supposed to follow what you're feeling called to. And I feel like with Don't Hate, Meditate coming through, this could actually be something that takes you out of a situation that pushes your buttons or just makes you feel like irritable or annoyed. Let's see. Why is that Six of Pentacles here? Why is the Six of Pentacles your overall energy? The Ace of Pentacles. There it is. So there is going to be some type of new path that opens up. It may require you to invest. It may require you to grow. It may require some type of physical effort out of you, right? If you move, that means you may sell where you're at and buy a new place. If you relocate or change jobs, that is a different set of money. That is a different type of effort you're putting in. But your overall energy is movement towards more stability. And I feel like an easier path for you. I feel like this eclipse in Cancer is bringing you this energy of moving into a flow of ease, or maybe where you lived or where you worked or what you were doing was just causing you too much stress, possibly financial stress. What's coming your way for the day is the Seven of Cups. So a bunch of different opportunities, possibilities. Your imagination is running wild right now. Something is becoming clear to you. Something is opening up to you. And you are really saying, all right, how do I want to make this possible? What do I want to do with this? Your influence is the Tower. So you may be very, very surprised around this time, and or surprise yourself and other people. What's unexpected for the day is the Chariot. There it is. There is some type of move right underneath that eclipse in Cancer. The Chariot is Cancer energy. Cancer has been coming in very strongly for both channels, actually in very interestingly different ways, though, for this day's reading. Like, this is a daily for Thursday, February 5th. You got strong Cancer energy coming in. So did my other signs channel. Got an emphasis on Cancer. I believe even in this deck, they just got a different one. Like, you got the eclipse. They may have gotten like the moon or the sun. Let's see. Your advice is the Two of Swords. So your advice is to be open to things that you didn't seem like could be possible to you, or for you, I should say. And your outcome is the Page of Wands. Good news is here. There is a new path opening up to you that I feel like you may, for some reason, I feel like you may be surprising yourself. And now I'm going to give you some examples of how that could be. And this may resonate to some of you. It may resonate to none of you. It may resonate to one of you. But I'm just giving you an example of the energy. Say your whole life you were always like, no, I'll never live with another person. I never want to live with a partner, or that's just not meant for me. I need to do it on my own. I have to do it on my own. Cancer asks you to figure out how you can do it together, right? You have these 4 hands there. The Ace of Pentacles is literally, you know, the aces are being held in a hand. So I feel like for a lot of you, there is just this opening up of different possibilities that you once were pretty strong on not wanting. So for example, say you lived in a certain state your whole life and you're like, I'm never going to leave this state. I grew up here. I know this area, blah, 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 blah. Then all of a sudden you receive an opportunity for work that requires you to move, and you even surprise yourself that you say yes to it. Say you've never wanted to live with another person, but you meet love. Love feels effortless. Love feels like it's good. It feels stable. And you actually are like, you know, I would live with this person. And you didn't really feel like you'd have those thoughts. So with the 7 of Cups to the Tower of what's coming your way and your influence, I feel like this Ace of Pentacles and this Page of Wands is something that is also going to surprise yourself. Like, it's like you're surprising yourself by being open to it. Because I don't think maybe Leo 5 years ago or 10 years ago would be open to this. Let's see. 7 of Cups of what's coming your way. The 3 of Wands. Yes. The Knight of Swords and the 8 of Wands. So communication, conversations that take off, energy that feels like it's meant for you. Where you once may have cut this off with ease, you're actually open to it. There is something that you're way more open to now than you ever were in your past. Some of you, that could be love. That could be marriage. That could be having a child. Maybe some of you were like, I don't ever want to have kids, or I never want to get married, or I never want to do this, or I never want to do that. And then boom, something shifts, something changes, and you're like, actually, maybe I wouldn't mind that. I actually have a story to this. Like, okay, I'll say it during the reading because I feel like it could be helpful of understanding the energy I'm feeling. So when I started my healing business, I had a bunch of different opportunities from people. And they're like, oh, like, put your business in my space. Do this, do that. Like, work under me or do that. And I just didn't want any help. I was like, I want to prove to myself that I can do this on my own. I did it. I proved it to myself. I was like, gosh, this is a lot for one person. Pulled back from it. And if you told me 3 years ago, like, hey, why don't you put your business in this person's business or this, that, and the other, I would have said absolutely not. Mine is mine only. I'm going to make this happen on my own. But if you were to say this to me now, I'd be like, all right, yeah, I don't want to deal with no overhead. Sure, put my business in yours. I'll work with how it is. So it's like, that's the type of energy I feel. And the details are probably not going to be exactly what I said, but there's something that felt like a total no to you. You may have even hated on the idea with Don't Hate, Meditate, right? That's what I did a couple years ago. I was like, absolutely not. I'm going to prove to myself I can do this on my own. And I did. I proved it to myself, but I was exhausted. So I'm like, all right, now I see why maybe I should be open to allowing other people to help me or collaborating or this, that, and the other. Anyways, on the Tower, which I feel like you will surprise yourself, you have the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Yes. There is an idea, there is an opportunity, there is a path that's becoming a lot more positive for you. Where I feel like a couple months ago or a couple years ago, that Queen of Swords energy, you would just stop it in its tracks. Like, nope, I'm not going to do that. Don't even bring it up. And now you're kind of like, huh, maybe I would live with another person. Maybe I would move. Maybe I would collaborate. Or maybe it's vice versa from my story, right? Maybe you were in a position of always collaborating with other people and feeling like you couldn't do something on your own. And then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I could do this on my own. So, you know, the duality of life. You always got to vice versa things, especially when you do readings, because everybody lives very different lives, yet weirdly similar sometimes. Anyways, on the Chariot of what's unexpected, there it is, the Six of Swords. That's also an energy of movement. The Three of Cups and the Five of Wands. All right, I'm not surprised seeing that. To the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So you have an opportunity to move your energy. It will align you to specific people or bring you around specific people. And with that Five of Swords, Five of Wands there, which I would connect to that angel here of don't hate, meditate. With the Ace of Pentacles coming through once again, it's almost like with this Ace of Pentacles in your unexpected position and the Ace of Pentacles in your overall energy, you're like, it feels too good to pass up. Like this opportunity, this expansion, this movement feels too good to pass up. You have 3 aces in your spread now. You have the Eight of Wands, which is one of my favorite cards to see with aces. Specifically, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. I love seeing those two together with the 8. All right, here we go. On the Two of Swords as your unexpected energy. There it is. The Six of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and another ace. So this path is brand new to you. It's brand new. You have not done this before, and you didn't even think you would do this. And that's probably why you have an eclipse card. An eclipse card has the power to show me as a reader that the mind or the emotions can change. On the Page of Wands as your outcome, we have the Nine of Swords, and not surprised seeing that. The Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Chariot again. Wow. And that's probably why you have 444. Because you're at the pivotal point on the journey of saying, actually, you know what? I am open to this. And right when the universe knows that you are, things start moving. Things that seemed very slow and very stressful start to move forward. And it could even help a relationship. It could help you connect to a relationship. It could help the bond of a partnership if this has to do with another person. It may even have a ripple effect of networking and connections for you. Some of you, you feel called to shift, called to change, and then boom, the new environment you're in, there comes love. There comes the offer of abundance that you've been looking for your whole life. There is something here that you are way more open to than you ever were before. You have almost every element of ace. You have the Ace of Swords, you have double Ace of Pentacles, and you have the Ace of Wands. So I feel like for a lot of you Leos, this is a brand new energy. No matter how old you are, it does not matter. You could still experience brand new things. And I also do feel like there's a ripple effect to this energy somehow, some way. You know, to give an example of you moving your family to a different state, obviously there would be a ripple effect because then you're around different communities, different people. If you have children, it's going to shape their childhood, how they grow up, things like that. If it's not something around home family, I'm just bringing that up because it's Cancer energy here. It's going to have a ripple effect for you no matter what. So in terms of zodiac signs in your spread that could be around you or in your chart, you do have Scorpio. You have such strong Cancer. Literally, all you have is Scorpio and Cancer here. And Cancer has really took over your whole reading. And Cancer is your lunation partner. Like they rule the moon, you rule the sun. So when eclipses happen, your two ruling planets are in charge. No matter what zodiac sign they're in, you always still rule the planet. So your ending oracle from the Moonology manifestation is full moon in Capricorn. There you go. Capricorn coming through now, which is actually Cancer's sister sign, which is their total opposite, which is even crazier. This card says, take a reality check. And this reading was about like almost having an opposition or an opposite energy to yourself. Something that you were once like, no, 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 never, is becoming a little bit more, you're becoming more open to it, or a lot more open to it, because I feel like this type of opportunity or this type of offer, this type of path, it's like feels too good to miss. It feels too good to say no to, or feels too good to decline right away, even if you feel the need to like think about it. All right, here we go. Full moon in Capricorn. This card has two sides to it. Wow. Literally and metaphorically, if you've been worrying about something, the good news is that you shouldn't waste another moment worrying, as this will not help. Some things only happen once, and that could be really good news. If you're wondering about how something you're keen on is going to turn out, this could be a sign that you are at a roadblock. And if you want to change that, you're going to need to put in an extra effort with your manifesting work. Find a balance between facing your reality, being kind to yourself and others. Use the old trick of finding the best thought you can about your situation and go from there. Wow, and you have don't hate, meditate. That's crazy. Your manifestation affirmation with this card is everything is always working out in my favor. Yeah, and I feel like for a lot of you, there is a shift. You know, you even have that opposite energy that even this card is telling you. So this is what I have here for you, my beautiful, wonderful, amazing Leos. Don't forget, from now to around March 15th, 2026, year of the horse, fortune scratch-offs will be in every order made off of my Etsy shop, as well as the Golden 100. You can find the link for that down below, my Etsy shop, in the description, and as well, if I remember, to put it in the comments section. Private readings will go back on sale for a limited time, February 10th. I will announce when they're back on sale. I do have a pretty lengthy wait list, so if you are on the wait list, you will get the link at the same time as my announcement. It's first come, first serve. I do a drop, a limited release of private readings once per month. So if you want one, now would be your time. Head to my Etsy shop, at least favorite, so you have it there for when they go up for sale. Thank you, my beautiful, wonderful, amazing Leos, for being here and for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye now.